Today, we are going to learn about how we measure different things around us, whether it's the height of a tree, the length of a ribbon, or the distance to a faraway city. But did you know that we don't use the same unit to measure all of these? Different objects and distances need different types of measurement. We'll explore how to use millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers and understand when to use each. We'll also do some fun activities and practice measuring things. Let's start with something simple. What units should we use to measure different things? Millimeters, we use this for really small things like a screw or a sprout. Centimeters, this is perfect for smaller objects like the length of a handkerchief or the distance between buttons. Meters, we use this for bigger things like the height of India Gate or the depth of a well. Kilometers, for long distances like the distance between cities or the length of a long road. Now let's look at how we can change one unit into another. Let's understand this with the help of a story. Ria and Aman are playing in the garden. Ria has a rope that is 200 centimeters long. Aman looks at it and says, "That sounds really big. Can we say it in meters?" Ria remembers what her teacher told her, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So, she divides 200 by 100 and says, "Look, Aman. 200 centimeters is the same as 2 meters. Then, Aman comes back with another rope that's 500 centimeters long. He asks, "How long is this in meters?" Ria smiles and quickly does the math. 500 divided by 100 equals 5 meters. Now, you try. How long is 300 centimeters in meters? The answer is 3 meters. Now that we know how to convert units, we can compare to different lengths. When comparing, we need to use the symbols. This means less than. This means greater than. This means equal to. For example, let's compare 456 centimeters with 5 meters. We know that 5 meters is the same as 500 centimeters. So, what's the answer? Is 456 centimeters less than 500 centimeters or 456 centimeters is greater than 500 centimeters? Yes, you're right. 456 centimeters is less than 500 centimeters. Now what if you wanted to measure a really long distance, like the distance between two cities? You wouldn't use centimeters or meters. Instead, you'd use kilometers. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. We can measure long distances with tools like a long tape, a rangefinder, which is a device that measures distance to a target, or even a laser distance meter, which uses laser to measure distance. Let's try converting between kilometers and meters. If 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters, then 3 kilometers is equal to 3 times 1000 equals 3000 meters. 7 kilometers is equal to 7 times 1000 equals 7000 meters. And when converting meters to kilometers, 5000 meters is equal to 5000 divided by 1000 equals 5 kilometer. 2300 meters is equal to 2 kilometers 300 meters. Now, what about very tiny things? For measuring small objects, we use millimeters, Between each centimeter on a ruler, there are 10 smaller marks. Each of these small marks is 1 millimeter, Can you see the tiny divisions on the ruler? That's where millimeters come in. For example, if you're measuring the length of a small nail, millimeters will help you do it precisely. Let's see an example. The length of this eraser is 8 millimeters. Now let's review the relationships between the units. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 1 kilometer equals 1000 meters. Next, we are going to practice adding and subtracting lengths. Let's say Saji walked 3 kilometers 450 meters in the morning and 4 kilometers 650 meters in the evening. How much did he walk in total? You can do this in two ways. Method 1. Add the kilometers first. 3 kilometers plus 4 kilometers equals 7 kilometers. Add the meters. 450 meters plus 650 meters equals 1100 meters. Now, convert 1100 meters into 1 kilometer 100 meters and add that to the 7 kilometers. So, the total distance is 8 kilometers 100 meters. Method 2. Convert everything to meters first. 3 kilometers 450 meters equals 3450 meters. 4 kilometers 650 meters equals 4650 meters. Add them together. 3450 meters plus 4650 meters equals 8100 meters. Convert back to kilometers. 8100 meters equals 8 kilometers 100 meters. Now, let's practice subtracting lengths. If electricians need 63 meters of cable and they've already used 16 meters 75 centimeters, how much cable is left? You can do this in two ways too. Method 1. Convert everything to centimeters and subtract. Method 2. Subtract meters and centimeters separately and borrow when needed, just like how we borrow in regular subtraction. How would you multiply lengths? Sometimes, we multiply lengths when we need many pieces of the same length, like cutting a rope into equal parts or buying cloth for many shirts. For example, if we need 1 meter 80 centimeters of cloth for one shirt and we want to make shirts for 20 children, how much cloth will we need? Let's take a look at the methods to solve. Method 1. Break and multiply. Step 1. Break into meters and centimeters. 1 meter 80 centimeters equals 1 meter plus 80 centimeters. Step 2. Multiply separately. 20 by 1 meter is equal to 20 meters. 20 by 80 centimeters is equal to 1600 centimeters. Step 3. Convert cm into meters. 1600 centimeters equals 16 meters. Step 4. Add together. 20 meters plus 16 meters equals 36 meters. Method 2. Convert everything to cm and then multiply. Step 1. Convert to cm. 1 meter 80 centimeters equals 100 centimeters plus 80 centimeters is equal to 180 centimeters. Step 2. Multiply by 20 shirts. Total cloth is equal to 20 by 180 centimeters is equal to 3600 centimeters. Step 3. Convert cm to meters. 3600 centimeters is equal to 3600 divided by 100 centimeters equals 36 meters. Now let's see division. A shop sells cloth for 100 rupees for 5 meters. How much money is needed to buy 1 meter cloth? Cost of 5 meters cloth is equal to 100 rupees. Cost of 1 meter cloth is equal to 100 rupees divided by 5. Therefore, the cost of 1 meter of cloth is 20 m. Finally, let's talk about estimating lengths. Sometimes, we make a good guess about the size of something based on what we already know. For example, you can estimate the height of a single-story house to be around 3 to 4 meters, or the height of an electric pole to be around 8 to 10 meters. Can you estimate the height of a tree or the length of a building? Compare with something you already know, like the height of your school or a nearby pole. So, remember, different things need different measurements. Whether it's small things like screws in millimeters, medium things like a handkerchief in centimeters, bigger things like a tree in meters, or long distances like a road in kilometers, we choose the right unit based on the size of what we are measuring. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Edurif to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 5. Thank you.